point I'm going to put my zinc edging on this panel, this beveled panel that we've been working on. And this is what zinc edging looks like. This is called U-shaped zinc edging. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Bear with me, the camera quality, audio and video, is a little suspect. This is 3/8 inch U zinc. It's very strong. You want to put this around your edge to give your window as much strength as possible. I have no rebar in this window, which is quite extraordinary because the design is strong, and this will help reinforce the window. I have no restrip in this window, and that's a little flat copperish that looks like this. Go and win my drawer here. This is might be brass. It's copper or brass. Either way, it solders up, and you hide that in your solder joints. And this is called restrip. Morton makes their own. It's very strong. It'll definitely strengthen up a window where you don't have to use rebar and such. I very seldom will ever use rebar or any type of reinforcement other than this, and it's hidden inside your solder. So it's really good stuff. So at this point, we're gonna saw this up, and what I want to do is I want to lay my window over the edge a little bit. I'm going to use a Griffin. I love this saw. This is a Griffin miter saw. And one of the first things you want to do is you want to 45 the end. I know this saw is going to be noisy, so I'm going to do it quickly. And this saw will 45 the ends off. I don't know if it'll 45 the ends. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fit it onto my window, and this inside edge is going to be about a 1/16 of an inch short of meeting this edge. I can't show you close up because of the camera quality. It's not really, if I had broadcast quality, I'd get you another shot. And at this end down here, I'm going to measure it a 1/16 of away. I'm going to measure it a 1/16 of away, 1/16 of an inch away from this edge. So I'm going to make it just a little bit short. In other words, pull that edge off. I've got my pencil mark. Okay, and that's going to be my piece for the other side. Wow, perfect. Perfect. My scrap will definitely do this piece. So again, I'm going to cut my 45. Get my little piece out of the way. I've literally done this hundreds and hundreds of times. I don't recommend you reach in there. I've done it so many times it's easy for me, but I do not recommend you to do that until your saw blade is stopped. This is it's not a saw blade, it's what they call a friction blade. Cuts metal. I'm just tapping my edge on so it'll be nice and snug. Again, I'm going to measure it a 1/16 of an inch back. I've got my little lead line on there. I'm looking for my line inside this plastic guard. Okay, I'm going to take my saw, place it over here on a chair out of the way. Okay, my soldering iron's been heating up at this point. Tap it on. This crackle glass is pretty thick. That's why this zinc is holding on pretty snugly, because this crackle glass is pretty thick stuff. And you just tap it down at the other end. So I've got a good fit. I use Paste Lux, I use Canfield. It's the best there is as far as I'm concerned. And I have little solder balls on the end of each of these joints. I know that I got to make my videos shorter, so I'm going to be acting hastily. You never stick your iron in your flux to tin the tip. I always use steel wool. Now, with one hand, I'm able to hold on to some part of the window and take my thumb. I realize, let's see, I'm trying to do this so you utilize, I'll just stop this video where I'm at and then record it from the top so you can see a top-down version. But you get the idea. I'm going to turn my whole board and I'm going to measure from this point to this point, from this point to this point to get this piece cut. So let's stop right there because that's all you can see.